Obviously a tough game against a good opponent here today, which we knew coming in. I think this one's pretty simple. I think we really got exposed tonight kind of for where we're at right now on the defensive end. And it's a good team, and they got a lot of guys who can hurt you in different ways, inside, outside, off the dribble. And we're not very good right now on that end, and that's the truth. And hopefully it has an opportunity for us to maybe to get exposed a little bit the way we did today, and continue to grow and get better. But I think we know this, and message to our team from day one is I think our success this year, or chance to have success, is really related to that end of the floor, and we've got to get better that way to have an opportunity. And clearly that didn't show up tonight. I really don't think there was much, if anything, that I could point to that we did successfully on that end of the floor. I thought offensively we were pretty good, early out of the gate. But if that's what we're going to say, that we've got to, score 90 points to have a chance to win, it's going to be a long season for the Rams. So
obviously you guys struggled rebounding in the paint, a little limited size-wise. How key is it for guys to help Niko, basically?
That's, it's huge. It's funny. Again, I think we've been tricked a little bit. Where Niko's such a good defensive rebounder, right? Where I'll put some of that's on me a little bit. Where you coach rebounding and defensive rebounding, but you don't build that because Niko comes up with so many rebounds here for us. Well, we got exposed that way tonight, right? Some of the lack of habits that way. You're going against a bigger athletic guy, and there's not a lot of tricks to rebounding. Sometimes it's you're just going to have to fight harder and have a lot more tenacity and an ability to go get it, because there's not a lot you can do to help. It just comes a one-on-one battle, and we rely on Niko so much to get rebounds. And this team, they sent guys, and again, we got exposed that way, and that's a huge key for us moving forward.
How can you kind of expect those guards to help Niko out, not only rebounding but playing defense in the paint, when there's a big team like
I
this?
think, rebounding, it's we use the word punish. I mean, your man goes up, me, Kendall, hey, all these guys, sometimes, in rotations, you're going to have to punish a bigger guy. You may not come up with the rebound, but simply punishing or blocking him out to allow somebody else to get around. You got to gang rebound. Guards have to rebound down. It's 5 guys that have to be committed to defensive rebounding if you're going to be a good team. And clearly that didn't show up tonight. And we got exposed from a team who sent multiple guys, and they really did a good job being tenacious on the glass, and we didn't. And the film will show our guys we're thinking in there, Niko's about got his hand on it, and guys are thinking about getting out in transition because he usually comes up with those. Well, that didn't happen tonight, again, disappointing, but I think it's an opportunity to learn and grow. And defensively, unfortunately, I think what the guys learn is there's not a lot of tricks sometimes. If the defense doesn't play harder than the offense, you're not going to have success. I don't care what you're doing, zone, man, press, whatever it is. If you don't play harder than the offense, it's going to be hard to be successful. You got to be tough-minded. You got to be connected. Defense takes all 5 guys being on the same page, playing as one, playing on a string. And sometimes you might think, well, I'm playing hard, but if you go off on an island and decide, well, I'm going to go do my own thing here to try to make a play, what happens? You can expose somebody in the paint, and we just got to become a lot more connected and tough-minded, and I feel like we will. I do.
Considering you guys are playing 1-4 or 4-1, whatever you want to call it, is there possibly too much pressure on Niko to rebound? I mean, we saw him 3 double-doubles in the first 3 games, and now the last 4 games he's had 0 double-doubles.
So that's it. There's pressure on him. There's going to continue to be pressure, but it's not on him. I mean, heck, last year we had one of the smallest teams in the country, and we weren't a good offense. We were still a good defensive rebounding team. I mean, teams that I've had before, I've had a lot of small teams, but there's just got to be more of a commitment. And I think, Rich, we've just got in the habit, I think, of watching Niko, right, go rebound, and he's so good at it. He's got a gift that way. But that's false hope sometimes. I mean, everyone's got to get involved that way. And again, what you have to hope is, as a team and a staff, you look at that, okay, we finally got exposed, because really defensive rebounding hasn't been a big issue for us yet. Well, it was tonight. And so the idea is, all right, do you learn? And you look, hey, it's not going to work, because teams are only getting it by starting Saturday. You know what I mean? Starting Saturday. So if we don't clean that up, a lot of things, again, the movie will be replayed again, unfortunately.
Obviously, the game didn't end how you would have liked, but this SIU team you coached against twice last year, and Drake actually beat them once. That kind of helped your preparation beforehand anymore, because they virtually have the same.
Didn't look like it, did it? I I don't know. I mean, I think so. We were very familiar with them. I mean, there wasn't anything that they did that surprised us. But they're a good team. They've got good balance. They got a big guys who can score inside. They got guys who can attack you off the dribble. They got multiple guys who can shoot it. They're good. And if they started to get healthy, I think they can be a contender in that conference. They were last year. They finished second. To a team that went to the Final Four. And so no, there wasn't a lot of tricks. But I mean, maybe it did help us. But I guess when I just look at the results there on the court, it sure didn't look like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
You guys, really avoided foul trouble for most of the night, but kind of looked like, guys weren't playing as physical down in the paint on defense. Is that kind of a tough thing to balance for you as a coach, encouraging them to be aggressive but also avoid foul trouble?
I think so. I mean, but, sometimes, hey, guys get beat off the dribble in the game. Things happen, and we've got to do a better job of being quicker to the ball and flowing to the ball and rotation. We did take a couple charges. Maybe that's the one positive. I think we took 2 charges tonight. That's good. Those were the first, of the year. And so, but you're going to have to be physical, playing with, your hands away. And sometimes those things we got to play a lot more physical, in my opinion, right, to be successful. But maybe those were the 2 good things that happened defensively. We actually had, I think, maybe our 2 first charges of the year, so there's one.
Speaking of the Chargers, I recall Chris Martin drawing one of those. At least, he scores 15 points tonight. He had a shot going. His second game back, he seems to already be in a rhythm. Just how big is he for you guys?
He's big, and he can help us on the defensive end too in rebounding. He is big, and he hasn't. It's going to take him a little bit of time. I said, number 1, he missed all last year, and then 2, he missed the first 5 games in our preseason stuff. So it's going to take him a little time to get back in here, but he's going to be a big part of what we're doing, and that's good to see. And maybe, hey, we did some good things on offense, I guess, at times. We attacked. I thought we settled a lot in the first half. Our shots were going down, but we got into the bonus early in the second half. We were still able to attack these guys and get in the paint. And so maybe we did some good things on that end. But, again, this one was pretty simple to figure out.
We saw a switch from when Nico comes out from what had been Logan to now. So what did you see there? What did you like to see from Zoe?
Zoe got a crack tonight because I think in practice he'd been showing as much. He hasn't got a chance to play, but he's shown a ton of enthusiasm and energy in practice for what we're doing every day. And so I thought he deserved to get a crack tonight, And so he did some good things. Again, he hasn't played a lot, that way, but he's got some length and athleticism. And I'm looking for guys who can help us on the defensive end. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking for some guys who can help us and play. I mean, because I think that's what this is going to come down to. And he did some good things, but that he's just got to get a little bit more experience.
You said you guys didn't have enough tenacity. Anthony Bonner said you guys didn't have enough toughness or heart. How do you find those in the next couple of days going against CU? I mean, do you play on that? It's a rival a little bit.
Yeah, players say that sometimes, heart. I don't know that these guys don't have heart. I think they're good kids. I think they work hard. I think they have heart. I do. I mean, he might have said that because it's kind of a cliche word, right, that guys like to say. But I don't feel that. I think a heart. I just think that there's a mentality that you have to understand that it's not going to be easy. It's hard to be good defensive. It's hard to be good in general, but there's no tricks. I mean, teams are going to put you in tough actions. You're going to have to, guard multiple things, jump to the ball, tag on a ball screen, close out to a tough shooter, keep them in front. I mean, and go on and on. Block out guys who are bigger and more athletic than you. Unfortunately, I wish I could give them, but that's the deal. And I think we've just got to buy into that, and being more connected is the word that I say. Just everybody on the same page and buying in, and I think we'll get there. But it's hard. And like I said, my hope is that maybe from today, if you approach it the right way, all these things are about learning. You get your tail kicked like you did on that end of the floor. What are you going to do about it? Like, are you going to whine and pout or do whatever? Or are you going to say, you know what? Okay, it ain't going to get any easier. We go down to Boulder on Saturday. We better, embrace it and figure out how you're going to grow and get better. But that's what you do in life. You got no choice.
In a way, do you like, I guess, that there's now tape to put on, rebounding and struggles in the paint, because you can harp on it all the
coaches
time,
love that.
But now you can point at them and say, this is what happens.
Coaches love that. So no, that's 100% right. You do, and film doesn't lie, right? You see that the film doesn't lie, and then you just, your staff, you take a look at it and you say, all right, what do we have to do better? What can we teach better? Do we need to simplify some things? Do we need to change some things? But I don't think it's a lot of schematics. I think it's just again, becoming more connected that way. So hopefully, again, my feeling is that if this doesn't make you better down the road, whether it's Saturday or whatever, well then what's the point? And I told the guys before the game yesterday, I said we got to be obsessed with getting better. I mean, even if we had went out and played great today and we won the game, we better come back Tuesday and figure out how are we going to grow and get better. And we got our tail kicked today, and you got to do the same thing. It's early still in the season, and I think it's great that we're playing a good team. We play another one here Saturday, another one again next Wednesday. I think it's going to make us better.